He was obsessed with you at the beginning. Heck, he was obsessed with you all along. Constantly texting, good morning, he would text you good night. He told you that he's never felt this way before with anybody else. He could see a future with you. He may even have told you that you're his soulmate. And then, out of the blue, the guy disappears. Nothing happened, there was no conflict, there was no fight. 1 minute he's Prince Charming and the next minute he's nowhere to be seen. This is the question that we're going to answer in this video. Why is he acting so obsessed with you only to disappear and ghost you? It goes into 2 stages. Stage 1, the obsession. At the beginning, he feels like this man is so clear about what he feels, like the way that he reaches out to you, the way he's so certain about you. But what you perceive as emotional clarity is actually emotional escape. A lot of time, when men come in super strong, they are running away from something stressful in their life. They are either overwhelmed, they are not happy where they are, they got themselves into some trouble that they don't know how to get themselves out of. In all cases, they are avoiding a life situation that is very complicated for them to manage and to deal with. So their relationship with you becomes a form of emotional regulation. What looks like obsession is a sort of emotional outsourcing, a rapid attachment that happens because there is a high internal pressure within them. So at the obsession phase, you are not just a regular person, you are the solution to their problem. The one that makes them feel good when everything else makes them feel bad. At some point, after a couple of weeks, a couple of months, the internal state of this person is going to shift. Life becomes clear again. Stress reduces. New options appear. Other connections may enter the picture. After months of feeding from your presence and your validation and your warmth, they feel on top of the world, better than ever. What they realize is that they probably overpromised, overinvested, stretched themselves more than their own capacity. If they were in a normal situation, they wouldn't have done that, but they were not really in a normal situation. So it felt okay at that point to do whatever they could to secure your supply. But now they are left with this shame feeling of like, oh my God, I moved too fast. I said too much. I mean, this person knows so much about me, but I didn't really take the time to know who they are. They were planning to travel to see you. Now, all of a sudden, they see the flight ticket is so expensive. Why would I go to another country or another city to meet her when I have like other people that I can meet in my own city? If there was commitment that was promised, all of a sudden, doesn't sound so appealing anymore. So they begin to emotionally detach. They reduce investment very quietly in ways they will not necessarily immediately notice. They start seeing the other options that they have. And the next step, right after that one, when everything is ready to go on their side, they ghost. The same reason they came on too strong is the reason why they live without a trace. This is a profile of a person who avoids discomfort at all costs, who struggle with emotional accountability. For this person, honesty is not something that they would go for, because honesty would actually be admitting inconsistency. It would be admitting that they overpromised and that they're not going to deliver. Also admitting that they're actually pretty emotionally immature. And that is something that triggers shame. So instead of confronting you, they just choose to avoid. Ultimately, what they want is no confrontation, no emotional reaction from your end. They want an exit that feels clean. They want to delete this chapter of their life because they feel very ashamed of how they managed it, and we are being deleted with it. The worst part about ghosting is that socially it's very powerful. The minute the person goes silent, the dynamic actually gets flipped. Ghosting works because ultimately you have only 2 choices. The first choice, you chase them, you harass them, you call their phone, you confront them, you get angry, in which case you actually look crazy. Second option that you have is just to say nothing, in which case they get everything that they wanted. Pulling away, it is the pattern of someone who escapes their internal discomfort by attaching to outside things and outside people in order for them to regulate. You were the remedy, you were the thing that made them feel good, but now you are the problem, so they are escaping you. Not that you did anything bad, but it's just because they dug a hole and they just don't want to be in it. I want you to sit with this because it's very difficult to actually accept, that this is happening. Especially that this is the kind of pattern that doesn't just happen once in your life and then disappears. There is a reason why this happens to you again and again. I made a whole video about it and what it says about your relational blueprint. That video is next. See you there.